Welcome back, friends. Now we know functions, function expressions, arrow functions. So today we are going to see about one advanced topic in JavaScript. So let's get started. So for this we are going to write one function first, and I'll call it as a show message function. Then I'll write just console.log line here, and then I'll just call it here. And let me run this. It is pretty simple. We have done this many times. So I'm inside the advanced topic right now. So let me just go inside it. Yeah, and context.js. So yeah, it is printing this line. Pretty simple, right? I have declared this function here on top, and then I'm calling it on the line number 6. So that is pretty obvious that I'm declaring a function, then I'm calling it later. But what if I tell you I can access that function without even declaring it? And right now I have written this line at the line number 1. I'm calling this show message function, and then I'm declaring the function on line number 3. Then again I'm calling this function on line number 7. So let us just run this and see what happens. If you see, we are getting hello YouTube two times. That is from the first line and the seventh line we are able to call it. If I comment this out and run this again, you will see only one line, and we are able to call this function. So how can we call this function without even declaring it? You must be thinking about this, right? In JavaScript, basically we work inside a context, whether it's a global context or a window context in case of browsers. One more thing, if we are creating this function, this is also a context while we execute it. So it is also known as a execution context in terms of function. It holds its own context and also can access its parent's context, that is the window or global context. Let me show you one example in inside browser. You can go to your browser, and you can open this console by right clicking and inspect, or you can just press the F12 key, and this is the developer tools we have seen earlier as well. So inside your console, you can declare one variable. Let me name it as a name equals to Nilesh here. And once I declare it, I can access it directly name, right? We can access it using my variable name. So what I am here to show you is window. If you type window, you will find one big object here, window, and if you expand it, it is an object basically, and you can see all this stuff there, but we are not looking into it right now. But I will show you one more thing. Window dot name, if you type, you can see whatever value you have stored, and you can access it. So what this means, whatever you declare here, it will be mapped, it will reside inside window context. All this stuff you declare, any function you declare, it will reside in your window context. Let me show it to one more time. Variable square I will declare, which is nothing but the arrow function which provides me square of a number. So if I type window dot square, and if I call it with any number, let's say 2, then it will provide me 4. The same way you can call square directly, and you can pass any number 3, and you will find the square of that number. So you can access it both the ways. This is the point I just wanted to show you, that everything you write, it resides inside a context, whether it is a window context in case of browsers, or if you are working on Node, they have a global context. I'll show one more thing here. Let me type if name, which we declared earlier, right? And if I compare it with window dot name, and I will type something like this, console.log, and again hello. So if I hit enter, it will give me the console log with hello. That means my name is equal to window.name. I can also check directly because both the values are same, right? I am comparing the same variable. So that is what we can do. If we go to our node program, if I declare a variable name here with value Nilesh, then if I compare this first with itself, let me show it to you, and write console.log here, then here hello, just run this again. So we'll see hello, right? I'm comparing name with name, that's why we are able to see. Let me comment this out. And if I write window here, window.name, and if I run this inside my node program, then we'll see what happens. So inside my node program, if I write window.name, it will throw one error because window object or window context is not here, but global context is there. We will see how we can access this global context in node program. This is not for the node time. We are just learning about the JavaScript, and this is the advanced part of it. So this is how context works, and whatever you write in your program, it resides somewhere. That portion or that part is known as the context of your program. So that is why we are able to access it directly, whether you write it first, whether you declare it first, access it before declaring. So that is how this works. But in some cases it works in differently, like if you create a variable using let keyword or declare a constant with const keyword, it will not work the same way. So that is what I wanted to show you here. So that's all for this video, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.